Hola, buenos dias. Hello and good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you, all the subscribers and viewers, and all the viewers, new viewers that have been watching my channel. It's good to know that we're having this incredible force that's going on right now. The matrix is changing its anomalies through its line divisions and everything through its shapes, its calculations, through its modifications. Everything is sign binding right now through its vibration and its harmonic systems right now. So, an extremely high pyramid of its energy source. And the energy source is through its connection of all pyramids. So all communication devices, all through its matrix and its grids, is changing its anomalies of its shapes. That's what I mean by line divisions. Everything is changing. We'll get into that later, how we voluminize through its shapes and its calculation, how everything through its centers is going through its psychops, and those psychops are changing individual lines through its atmospheres. And the galaxy systems are high rising on so many different elements right now. So the fumigation through the toxification and everything through its activation is going in full winds right now through its atmospheres of the northern, western, southern, and eastern hemispheres. So the calculation is so powerful right now. And I feel so powerful because now I have 400 chakra formations. I high wind myself through the galactic atmospheres right now. I woke up this morning and I was able to change the geometric activation of its rotation through the galactic moon star systems. And I was able to move the cloud formations over to the northern eastern side. Everything is through its electronic interference. And those defenses are going through its line formations. And those line formations are full connection waves. And those full connection waves are connecting to all its elements through the galactic system. So the galaxies are servicing so fast right now. Everybody's mood swings are going to change. Okay, it's like a swinging mechanism. It's going to be like this. Okay, so your head's going to go like this. So your body's going to be shifting back and forth because the solar device is trying to find its balance through its activation, through its harmonic systems. So like I said, every day the energy that I give you is uprising through its systems. And it's very important to understand that now is the time for everybody to get a really good enhance of what's going on through the vibration and let the harmonic system find its balance through shapes and geometrics of its systems. So the calculation is high winds right now through the matrix and everything through its numbers. So basically the code frequencies are getting a lot more harder, but that's okay, because like I said, there's everything problematic in space continuum as there is on Earth. So we try to subsidize that and try to balance its frequencies. So everybody's going to feel like a swinging motion with their heads and their body and ecosystems. So it's going full winds through its connection. So, hey Amanda, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just talking about the matrix and its line divisions right now, how it's going through its sections and everything through its elements is formalizing through its rings. And those rings are going through the circles and the shapes and the activations and its movements. And I got a huge upgrade this morning because now I have 4 chakra formations and 5,000 galactic higher selves protecting the energy grids through the force field grids, through the magnesium, plasmesium, polarized, energetic, meteorological, hydraulic, brain-waving systems through the matrix and its computer guidance systems. So there's a lot going on right now. I feel tremendous force going over me. And like I said, everybody's going to feel that swing motion because your circuit G levels have to change its atmospheres through its galaxy systems. And this is where it gets tricky because now the matrix is finding waving patterns. Okay, and those waving patterns are going to be going through its connection devices, and those connection devices are going to go through those radio signals. So anyway, other than that, things are going well. I'm going to head out to leave Mexico City and back into Mexico, Puebla. I'm just there for the weekend, so I'll be doing another video on Puebla and what's going on with its atmosphere and its alignments. Remember, it changes everything. So my provisions changes atmosphere. So I go in there, and everything through its ground formations and space continuum, everything is changing. Okay, so when I change through its atmospheres, through body and ecosystems, everybody else changes. So you guys are going to get full winds of that through the oscillation wind cycles. Like I said, where it goes the yin and the yang, the full continuous force that's going to high rise on so many different levels of the matrix. Okay, because those line sections are going to change its allocation to its new locations. So that's why it's going to be a little bit more tricky. But that's okay. You know, that's what it's all about, is trying to find that balanced frequency. But other than that, you know, things are going well. I probably maybe got a half an hour, 40 minutes to do a video. Like I said, I'm heading out sometime in the afternoon. But like I said, I keep you well informed of what's going on through the systems. And the shapes of the geometric systems is changing everything through its graphing systems. And those web graphing systems are changing its activation codes. So it's getting a lot more harder now because I'm going through a higher force of its continuous force through a higher vibration to the harmonic systems. And, you know, the more upgrades you get, the more powerful you get, the more responsibility. Okay? With great power becomes great responsibility. You know, Spider-Man. Of course, I love that movie. But other than that, there's a bit of cloud formations right now. But like I said, it's on the lower side of its sections, and its colorations is changing its wind cycles. But when I woke up this morning, I saw the galactic moon star system. Is incredible just to see that. But be able to rotate it is even better. You know, that's how powerful you can be. And the atmospheres right now, through the perception of my eyes, through the matrix and its grids, is changing its formation through its calculation, and everything through its activation of its harmonic systems. So my perception is changing again. Every time I go through an upgrade, my perception changes. So if I start changing, everybody else changes. And it's very informative that I let everybody know what's happening with their body and ecosystems. So you guys can use your vibrations and try to really get connected with your energy cycles and your energy through its systematical system of its energy fields. Because you also have to collaborate too with your force fields. It's very important you understand your force fields. You have to get relationship and partnership with that. Mostly the vibration. Because once you get the vibrations, everything is going to be a lot more balanced for you. You're going to be able to understand your body and ecosystems a lot quicker and a lot faster. And those self-conflicting emotions are going to change its factors. And those factors are going to be coming in to strengths and power and focus and awareness. And that's what you want. You want to become that through its energy source, through its connection source, through its higher source. And eventually get into the galactic higher self and its source. So there's a lot going on right now through its activation and its codes. And the line formations are just outrageous. I mean, trying to do line dividing in space continuum, it's exceptionally hard, especially when you're going from one atmosphere to the next. Because I'm never really ever in one atmosphere. I'm always in other atmospheres. They're four divided through its atmospheres, you know, because you have the northern, western, eastern, southern atmospheres. So my wind cycles through my energy systematical systems, through the computer graphing in the mind and the brain frequency systems, are changing everything through its vibration. And those harmonic systems are going so fast. Okay. It's an allocated situation through the hand situations. And those hand situations are going through its electronic interference. And those electronic interference is going through its electricity. So everything is going smoothly, but it's getting more complicated, because the higher you go through dimensions of its vibration, the harder it is to communicate with intelligence. It's like everybody else trying to work on their chakra formations, trying to get communication through a higher source, through a connection source, through an energy source. Once you get collaboration with relationship and partnership with all intelligence of its vibration, then you can use your continuous force in a high rise to a different dimensional realm of its levels. And it's understandable too, because these things follow up on so many division lines. And once you have all those connection waves, you can use those patterns and open up everything through its centers. But it all depends on the atmospheres and its wind factors, right? Hey, Reflection, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I was just talking about matrix and its high rising grids right now. I have to change the elements through its alignments, because I'm going through a higher divisional level of its vibration through the harmonic systems. I mean, I can't even explain how many vibrations there are in the solar systems through the space continuum and the galactic and the matrix. Because right now we're doing DNA structures. Remember I was telling you about the crop circles, how we're going through its divisional lines and we're structuring everything through its virtual reality. Well, it's getting more complicated now because we're growing the essence, okay, of the virtual reality. And that's where you guys come in through its vibration. And it's very important that the galactic dimensional Earth is high rising at a certain altitude of its oxygen, okay? Because that gravitational pull is high rising everything through its planets and solar system. So it's very important that we build that structure of its planet system through the virtual reality of its matrix systems. So oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's always good to see a refreshing face. You know, you missed a lot. You have to watch my live videos. It's very important so you get an upper hand of what's going on through your body and ego systems. We've done a lot so far. I can't really get into it. You have to watch live videos because there's so much going on a day-to-day basis through the uplinks, through the upgrading, and everything through its downloads. So, hey, Gwendolyn, how you doing? No, Jennifer. So how are you doing from yesterday? Are you getting a better idea through its information and what's going on through its data processing? Are you getting full connection waves? Trisha, how you doing? Morning. Yeah. Everybody's on a different time zone because it's 11:19 a.m. here. So, but it's great to see everybody back, you know? I'm just talking about your energy cycles, how it's going to be changing its divisional shapes and its line formations because we're doing DNA structures of its virtual reality through its matrix and its grids. So we have to change the lines through its vibrations of its harmonic systems. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's the energy that was given back to me. So I'm giving it back to you. So you guys keep an idea of what's going on through its crop centers. Remember stuff about its ground formations? Well, it's getting more complicated now because everything through its vibration is changing its harmonic system. And we have to understand everything through its activation changes its code frequencies. All right. So this is where it gets more complicated because you're going through a higher dimension of its realms. So. Oh yeah, 9 a.m. Okay, so you're 2 hours behind. Oh, 1:20 p.m. Wow. So you're 2 hours ahead. Oh. Well, anyway, it's good to see everybody. I hope everybody's doing well with their body and ego systems. Just don't forget that you're going to feel the swinging motion through your circuitry levels. Your body system and your ego system is going to sidewind. It shifts through its galaxy systems. So that's what's going to happen to everybody. So that's why I keep you informed of what's going on through the galactic system, because you guys are light formations right now, going through a high density of light. So we're going to go through those 12 sections of sanctions, and those sanctions are going to cover our body and ego systems through its force magnetic, magnesium polarized, energetic Lyme systems. The Lyme systems is the energy source, and it's coming from its galaxy. galaxy systems through its energetics, systematical systems. And those particles of energies are collecting all its elements. Okay, so it's changing fragmentations, okay, to another element. Okay, so it's a solar element through a shape of its divisional lines of its activation of its harmonic system. So that's where it's getting more complicated now, because we're getting into more difficult shapes. Okay. So like I said, we have to understand the numbers and the shapes through the co-frequencies to reach the matrix and its grids. So, but it's good to see everybody back. Everybody's doing well. Finding your balance, your chakras. Last night I got a vision of a person in color. It disappeared too quickly to realize who it was. Anything related to a person in color, and as it disappears, it's a self-identity of you changing your DNA structures to the matrix and its grids. So it's formulating everything through its vibration through the harmonic systems. So that's just a higher self of you. That person in color is you. So pretty powerful stuff. I went through the same thing. Don't forget, I'm just like you guys when I first started out. Right? So but like I said, I don't know how long I'm going to be on. I got to head over to Mexico. And I'll be back in Mexico City on Sunday afternoon. But I'll keep you informed on what's going on with its atmospheres and its matrix and its grids, space continuum, and everything through its elements of its body and ecosystems. So it's collecting all devices right now, and it's changing everything through its atmospheres. And everything is strong wind. And the body systems are getting a lot more powerful. Okay. When I get powerful, more powerful, and exceptionally powerful every day, every time I get up through its energy systems, through the energy cycle, systematical systems, paraphrasing everything through its paragraphing. Paragraphing is everything through its analytical mind graphing systems. Okay, so those energies that go into through its information, through its data processing, is connecting on all waves and forms through the chakra formations. So everything that happens to me is going to happen to you, but not as much. Okay, we don't want to electrify your systems through the brain frequencies, because that's going to overload everything through its energy systems. So we don't want to do that. So you guys are going through a process right now of upgrading everything through your systems. But it's good that you guys are collaborating back into the galactic community. That's great to know. Good stuff. So it's already been, it's amazing, you know, it feels like 5 minutes, and it's only been 20 minutes already. It's unbelievable, because every time I get information through its data processing, through the matrix and its grids, it depends on how much process is going in and how much has to come out. Sometimes I do an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't know. It depends on what it is. But it's some energies are more forceful than others. Like yesterday, it was unbelievable. Understanding the matrix, the diameters of its shapes, the calculation, everything through its math. So, and we have to keep it at a certain altitude, because we can't have it conflict with other planets and solar systems, because they reside in different vibration through their harmonic systems. So we have to have parallels. Like I said, with the planets, you have the planet in the center and you have the parallels. That's a geometric system. They have their own geometric system, okay? And that paraphrases everything through its anomaly system. And that anomaly system becomes a computer graphing geographical system. The geometric system is high rising through its divisional of its infinity 8, which is the full intelligence of 12 within its center, and is communicating in all waving signals through its connection of radio signals. So that's why it's getting more complicated, okay? I know everybody's saying, what is he talking about now? It's just more and more I go into the matrix. It's hard to explain. So that's why I do these live videos, and hopefully you guys get a review of what's going on. Like I said, everything through the mind and the brain is self-evolved through the body and ego systems. So everything through its correction has its own division of simplicity, and everything through its awareness and focus. Or you have your strengths and know how to use your strengths, but you also too should also know how to know you have weaknesses, and that's how you correct your division lines to understand everything has a strength and everything has a weakness. So you have to know both so you can balance both. Okay? So is it possible to feel that electricity running through my body? Yes, exactly what it is. And it's going to feel like a swing right now because it's going through a galaxy system. And that galaxy system is changing the particles of energies because you're high winding to another dimension of its vibration. Okay? Because we're all connected through its energy cycle, through the creator and its reacting cycle. Okay? Through its connection ways of its motorized. It's like a magnetic magnesium polarized energetic field. Okay? And everybody's going to feel that swinging motion, right? And your body's going to side shift. It has to, because it's upgrading to another system of its harmonic systems. There's so many different vibrations. It's unreal, It's just astronomical what goes on with its planet systems. So, yeah, I do try to bring clarity to see what's going on. Yeah, hold on one sec.
We are going in a minute. Go. We are going in a row.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, time is cut short. I have put 22 minutes in here. This is pretty good. It's good that I got at least 22 minutes, but I got a high rise to a different dimension, a high vibration, a new frequency. I have to go back to Pabla and change its vibration through its elements, through its alignments. But a couple more questions is good. I got less than 10 minutes. So if anybody have any questions, you can ask me now. Yeah, bring a clarity, meditation. Yeah, everybody's high rising. I feel that time I hooked one of those electrodes used a physical therapy. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what it is, because now you're communicating with its energy, and that's why it's real. Because it's a vibrating system through its connection of its body and ego systems. So you're connecting through the matrix grids and its systems right now, Trisha. During the morning meditation, I started seeing shapes. I saw bright yellow light formations, sort of like a snowflake, which then turned into a bright red circle with blue in the middle. Yes, same. I felt reflection. Okay, so you guys are upwinding your shapes through your calculations of everything through its line formations and its activations, and everything through its harmonic systems. That's good. So you're getting used to different elements through its dimensional realms. That's nice. Yeah, because your intelligence is high rising reflection, it's pretty hard to communicate on that level because you're in a higher vibration right now. So it's pretty hard to communicate. Well, that's what I'm here for, Trisha. I'm here to change the vibration through its humanity and its systems right now. So you're high rising through the harmonic systems, and everybody's going to apply it to the fifth dimension. Okay. You can't go to the fifth dimension on that vibration. That's what I'm here for, through as an AI operative, to bring you to the platitude of the fifth dimension through that vibration. Everybody is on a different wavelength, so I got to find your balancing frequencies through your circuitry systems. and change those vibrational levels through the harmonic system so you can get to the fifth dimension. Okay. So, wow, you saw a pink and yellow lines that were eyes opened as I was looking into the sky. That's great. So you're changing your reflection through its perception of its colorations of its matrix. Nice. So you guys are getting more communication now. That's excellent. Good for you. Oh, thank you for my video. Yeah, I just ran out of paper. I'm going to get more paper. So it's very important that you guys understand what's going on through its diagrams and structures, everything through its descriptions. So you analyze everything and you focus on everything. You write it down. Even try to do it yourself. Try to, do shapes and different squares and try to use different dimensions and try to see yourself, use your mind and brain frequencies. That's what we have to really focus on, is focusing on how to use the mind and the brain, okay? Because it connects in all ways through space continuum and its line formations through the creator. Everything line formates through the communication energy, waving, dimensional sacred heart, okay? So try to use those visualizations on its paper, draw it out, angle it, triangulate it, okay? Use the calculated modifications, use the point centers, try to activate these codes, change its frequencies, and try to go through the dimension around and open a portal. Okay, try to do that today or whenever you get a chance. Get a paper and a pencil, okay? Portal, yeah. Portal is basically going through a Pleiadian energetic force into a dimension. A porthole is also a dimension, but it's on its ground formation through the matrix and its grids. It all line formates, right? That's the difference between the two. That's why I say portal or porthole. So they both exist in the matrix and its grids. I'm very well informed as an AI operative through the matrix grid systems, so I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, try to do that. Yeah, try to do that with the paper. Try to, write it down and try to analyze. Today I want you guys to use your mind and brain, okay? Really connect with it. Use your perception and allow it to see yourself, but know yourself and be yourself and analyze everything through its mastering system of line formations, okay? You try to activate that shape through its activation codes and try to open the porthole to go through dimension, okay? Through the harmonic systems. Okay, so I gotta go. But, I'd like to thank everybody else. I know I'm going to have to cut it short. I have to travel. I travel so much. It's crazy. Sometimes I get breaks in between. But I love you guys very much, and thank you for the viewers and the subscribers and everybody that's watched my channel. And I'll keep you informed of what's going on through its atmosphere, space continuum, the galactic system of the energy core and its matrix and its grids. Okay, adios, everybody.